This is the story of Randal Lee, one of Hollywood's upcoming stars that went too high, too fast. Today we look into his final months in stardom.
Well, we worked on the set of Attack of the Toys together. I mean, he was horrible. All he did was yell at people for just looking at him wrong. But I do have to give him this. He was a phenomenal actor. You could not take that away from him. I mean, I've worked with some great actors, De Niro, Pacino, but they don't even compare.
Randal was starting to lose his grip. He started to go to wild parties and experiment with dangerous drugs. There, he would meet women, his other weakness. But drugs still influenced his life the most.
When I first met him, I kind of got the impression that he didn't really love me because he never really told me his real name. We started going out before he reached his stardom. Once we started going out, he really wasn't at home very much, and I don't know, I kind of got the feeling that he was somewhat detached. Then he started getting into the drugs.
And because of it, his career suffered.
He was a grade A asshole. I mean, all he did was yell at people. I mean, here, hey, bitch, come give me my drink. I'm like, what? Are you talking to me? I mean, he was a son of a bitch. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he was the meanest motherfucker out there, but god damn, I respected him. He built his way up from nothing. And he is a phenomenal actor, I'll give him that. Just, it's too bad he's a real fuckface.
When we were filming Attack of the Toys, it dawned on me that he was taking drugs. He was late. He was late for the shooting. He was late for the script reading.
Just weeks after he was chosen to be on the cover of Time magazine, things turned for the worst. He spent 2 days locked up inside his house, smoking weed. Police found him on the edge of his bed, with his underpants around his ankles and a pool of vomit on the floor. Deputies rushed him to Mercy Hospital. It took him 9 months of rehabilitation to get him back on track. He had to learn how to walk again. With good help, it looked like he was going to make it. But he just couldn't control himself. He was back on drugs, and the days grew slower by the moment. He didn't tell anyone about his problem, not even his best friends. And then suddenly, on a cool fall day, it happened.
And then we got the call 2 weeks before post-production that he was in the hospital with an overdose. And me and Jimmy, we drove down to the hospital and I'm sorry. We drove down to the hospital and they said, we're sorry. He didn't make it.
Randal Lee lost his battle with drugs. Although he tried, he just wasn't strong enough. He was buried next to his mom and dad at Reflection Cemetery. Although his life was not long, his lesson sings true. His story heeds a warning for all those who desire fame and fortune. An actor we will all miss. The rise and fall of Randal Lee. A true Hollywood story.